Elsewhere on the African continent, frequent power outages are reportedly affecting businesses or business activities in the West African country of Niger, leaving local operators struggling to meet public demand. The decried power crisis is reportedly, of course, caused by the collapse of 3 electricity towers connected from the neighboring country, Nigeria, thus causing widespread power supply disruptions in the country. Let's have more details of that in this report.
In Niamey, the sparks that keep many small businesses alive are fast disappearing, and no one knows this better than Tiemogo. Tiemogo is a welder who has hardly done anything since reporting to work early in the morning. His equipment lies abandoned on the ground, not for lack of work, but for lack of power.
Since this morning, we've had nothing, and the problem is the power cuts. During the day, they are less frequent. It's once or twice, but on other days, the power cuts can last until 3 p.m. Sometimes it's only 2 or 3 hours before the power comes back on. Then we have to wait again. It makes us tired. Some customers are understanding. On the other hand, others rush you just when you've got electricity, while others are waiting too.
Business, like metal, bends under pressure. Tiemogo's hands are tied by the crippling power cuts, but his customers, many are still patient.
I have come to have a water tower built. I've been waiting for almost 2 months, and with the power cuts, it's not easy. I don't hold it against him. I'm on a building site and I need this to keep the work going.
It's not just welders who are feeling the heat. The power crisis has frozen profits, or rather, melted them, in the case of shop owners like Ismail Saidu.
Electricity can be cut from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. or midday. It comes back for a few hours later. We can sell up to 15,000 francs a day, but with the power cuts, it's not possible.
The blackout is said to have been caused by the collapse of 3 electricity pylons supplying power to Niger from Nigeria. The damage disconnected not only cables, but also the livelihoods of thousands. With Nigeria typically providing over a third of Niger's power, the country is now leaning heavily on backup power through a mix of thermal and solar sources.
According to reliable sources at Nigelec, pylons have fallen not only in Nigeria but also in Niger. As a result, the additional supply from Nigeria is not arriving, and the cold reserve available here in Niamey does not cover the river zone, which includes Dosso, Tillaberi, and Niamey. With all the thermal groups and the photovoltaic part of Goru Banda, plus the installation in the Kingdom of Morocco, Nigelec says that the needs of the river area are 70% covered. Even if Nigeria doesn't arrive, they will load shed 70% to cover the needs of the river zone.
Still, there's light and hope at the end of this dark tunnel as Niger powers up domestic solutions. The Kandaji Dam is expected to generate electricity this year, and so is the Dosso power station. But for now, people like Tiemogo can only wait for the bright sparks that power their lives and livelihoods to return.